Good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5 on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here. A few of our top headlines for the day. A morning wreck shut down the I-75 commute northbound this morning, plus a Jackson County teacher has been suspended, and treasure hunters are looking out for the official Kentucky State mineral. All that today, plus news, weather, and sports coming up today live at 5. But first, in our WBON TV big story of the day, a section of I-75 in Madison County is proving to be problematic, especially for big rigs in wet conditions. This is an area we all know very well. The curve in that northbound lane just before the Clays Ferry Bridge. This morning, another 18-wheeler failed to navigate that curve, crashing into the hillside embankment just before 8 this morning. The backup to traffic caused a couple-hour delay for northbound commuters in rush hour. No word at this time on the condition of the driver or any other injuries that were reported in that crash. There have been several big rigs wreck in that same area in this calendar year. Well, Jackson County Middle School Principal Dr. Bradley Kirby has issued a statement regarding the suspension of a teacher pending investigation into allegations. The release did not disclose that teacher's identity or the nature of the allegations. According to the release, in the interest of transparency, the middle school teacher was suspended on Tuesday and will remain out of school until the completion of the investigation. No other information was provided. This is, of course, an ongoing investigation, and we'll have more for you as soon as it becomes available right here live at 5. Well, it's springtime in the bluegrass, and that means it's agate season. Each spring in Irvin, people gather for the chance to hunt the gemstone known as agates. Led by members of the Southeast Kentucky Gem Mineral and Fossil Club, groups venture into the forks of Station Camp Creek to search for these unique minerals. While agates may appear unremarkable from the outside, their hidden beauty is revealed through patterns and colors found within. Kentucky agate, with its distinctive dark red and black bands, is exclusive to certain counties, drawing enthusiasts from far and wide. Despite the rarity of these patterns, agates in Estill County boast a variety of colors, including yellows, grays, and purples. Hunting for agates requires patience and a keen eye, with beginners urged to take it slow and explore carefully. The thrill of discovering an agate, whether small or large, is what keeps collectors coming back year after year. Some have even turned their finds into valuable jewelry or decorative pieces. The hunt itself is an adventure often best enjoyed after a heavy rain, when agates are more likely to have washed down into the creeks. While the designation of Kentucky agate as the official state rock has been updated to official state mineral, the passion for hunting these treasures remains unchanged. Whether you strike lucky or not, spending a day in nature searching for agates is an experience cherished by enthusiasts of all levels. Well, as the school year winds down, many students can start to relax as they prepare to empty their lockers and enjoy the summer. However, for the students in Lisa Jury's class, this pressure is just starting to mount. Michael Watkins is here today with more.
For years, Lisa Jury has led many Madison Central students through numerous musical productions that culminate with a matinee performance on Mother's Day. That will be the case again this year as they put on the production of Cinderella, beginning tonight and taking place each night through the matinee performance on Sunday.
We've done lots of different ones in the past. We've done West Side Story, Annie Get Your Gun, Bye Bye Birdie. Last year we did Mamma Mia. And we've started doing a spring show and a fall show. But our spring show is the one that a lot of people are more familiar with because we have the Mother's Day matinee. And a lot of times now people just bring their mom, and it's become a tradition to go to church, go to lunch, and then come see the Mother's Day matinee presentation.
Over 60 students will be participating in the performance this year, and those students have been preparing since January. Mrs. Jury talked about how hard her students have worked to make sure that when you come see Cinderella at Madison Central, you leave in awe.
They've had 3 to 5 rehearsals each week, usually ranging from 2 to 5 hours. Wow. So they've been very busy, and that's just the rehearsal time. They practice at home on their own, so they are doing a lot more than that, just that amount of time.
You can't have a Cinderella production without the evil stepsisters. Charlie and Lee are excited to perform this week and talked about that excitement of performing one last time in front of their family and friends.
So I have been doing theater since I was in kindergarten. I've been putting a lot of work and effort into it. So I'm really excited to be putting on this show. I'm excited to really, this is my final show. I'm really to put it all out there. I'm really excited, but I also always get a little nervous just because I want to make everybody super proud.
It's always really fun to have a last show with the people, for your high school career. So it's a little nervous, but also exciting at the same time.
Cinderella will be played by Sydney Hall, while Prince Charming will be played by Braden Wilson. They talked about their own feelings of mixed emotions as they take the stage one final time as seniors.
I'm very excited to take the stage. Cinderella was the very first production I saw professionally done, and I'm just really excited to be Cinderella. But I'm also extremely nervous because the stakes are always higher when you're the lead.
Excited to do it. It's always fun to be in front of an audience, but it's different when you start messing up. I don't have as much experience as most of the other leads, but it's fun. So.
For Lisa Jury, it's a bittersweet moment when the school year comes to an end and her class puts on their final performance.
It is so rewarding to see how far they've come and how much they've improved, because a lot of them start with no experience at all. And then by the time they get up to this, we always say that if people leave and say, oh, that was a great high school show, that we have failed. If they leave and say, we can't believe that was a high school show, that we have absolutely succeeded. And that's where the kids are right now. They're working into a professional looking show.
Tickets for Cinderella are only available at the door, and you can purchase those the same way you would as if you were coming in to watch a volleyball or basketball game by entering in the doors by the gym. The production starts at 7 p.m. each night except for the matinee performance on Sunday at 3. Tickets are $15 per person, and you will not want to miss this year's performance of Cinderella at Madison Central. Reporting for WBON TV 9, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that story. Looks like a good time there. Well, in a story we've been following here at WBON TV 9, after Mercer County's EMS service ceased operations, a new company, AmeriPro, took over emergency responses. However, Mahala Montgomery, a mother from Mercer County, told our media partner LEX 18 about frustrations over her recent experience with the new company. Montgomery's ordeal began when her 6-month-old son, Sawyer, experienced a medical emergency late Tuesday night. When she called dispatch for assistance, she was instructed to meet an EMS team at a police station. Mercer County had recently contracted with the AmeriPro after the previous EMS service shut down in April. During the ambulance ride to Lexington, Montgomery noticed several concerning issues. Sawyer wasn't receiving the necessary medical attention, including medication and temperature monitoring. Additionally, bags of saline fell on him from cabinets above, making an already bad situation worse. At the hospital, doctors determined that Sawyer had experienced a seizure due to high temperatures. The cause remains unknown, but Sawyer is now recovering at home. Montgomery's Facebook post detailing her experience has garnered significant attention online, prompting her to reach out to county leaders. She questions the decision to replace trained personnel with a third-party service and hopes for better outcomes for all other families. Despite efforts to contact the Mercer County Judge Executive and AmeriPro's office, LEX 18 reports that no responses have yet been received. With that, we're going to take a quick break. It's been some crazy weather here in the last few days. We've got Todd in the Weather Center going to take a look at the forecast. That's coming up next.
For State Representative Republican Darrell Billings, a rock-solid conservative ready to defend our values. A third-generation farmer, Darrell Billings knows hard work. Daryl Billings, pro-life, pro-gun, a strong Trump Republican. Daryl Billings, tough on crime, will defend the blue and fight Joe Biden's failed policies. Conservative, committed, ready to lead. For State Representative Daryl Billings.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop's Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow.
Looking for some fun? The Galaxy Bowling Center has a league for you. No matter your skill level, you can come out, make some new friends, and have a great time. Call 624-4444 for details. Or if you're more of a trivia person, Champions Grill has you covered every Tuesday starting at 7 with great prizes and all-you-can-eat wings for only $19.99. Why go anywhere else? The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Grill, your ticket to fun just off I-75, exit 87 in Richmond.
Well, welcome back to Live at 5. Lots of storms moving through the area over the last couple of days, hoping for a little bit of a slowdown as we move into the weekend. We've got meteorologist Todd Nelson in the Weather Center. Here's a look at our forecast.
Thanks, Gwendolyn. Yeah, we're in and out of the clouds here today. We may have a stray shower yet to compete with this evening, but all of that activity should be fading away, and then we'll be heading into a quieter overnight period. So we have an area of low pressure swirling around the Great Lakes and the Ohio Valley, and this is, again, responsible for a couple of the showers tried to develop here today. But as you notice, we should be able to clear out through the evening and overnight time period. Temperatures dropping down into the mid-50s by early Friday morning. Again, a few showers trying to pop up tomorrow afternoon. They will linger on Saturday, but the better day of the weekend looks to be Sunday. It'll be slightly warmer. Still slightly below average here, but at least we'll have that sun. So again, a couple of showers Friday and Saturday. Better chance of a rumble of thunder on Saturday afternoon as our temperatures get close to that 70-degree mark. Now, it will be a little bit breezy Saturday. Some 20-plus mile-per-hour winds out of the southwest. Stays breezy into the early part of next week, but nothing significantly strong. Now, this is interesting. Over the next 7 days, we're going to be in a more active weather pattern once again. The lighter blues indicating some 1+ inch rainfall amounts. So this will take us into, again, the middle part of the month. So we're still staying active in this spring-like pattern. Now through 7 p.m. Saturday, upwards of 1/4 inch of rainfall possible. Most of the showers here this evening will be ending overnight, clearing out. And then as we head into Friday, it's still a little unsettled with some passing showers and perhaps a rumble of thunder, but I think we'll have a slightly better chance of that on Saturday afternoon. Northerly winds here heading into Friday, getting a little bit breezy later in the day, up to 20 miles per hour. Some passing showers, as I mentioned, as our temperatures top out into the mid-60s. So this is going to be below average for this now early to mid-May, and Saturday again, perhaps even a rumble of thunder as we head through the afternoon. But Sunday looks like the better day of the weekend. As I mentioned, Gwendolyn will have still some unsettled weather next week.
Thanks, Todd. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, yesterday afternoon, Lexington police were sent to the 1100 block of Kelsey Drive after receiving reports of shots being fired. During the ensuing investigation, officers found a male victim suffering from a bullet wound at the 1900 block of Cambridge Drive when he was taken to a nearby hospital with reportedly non-life-threatening injuries. That is all we know about the incident at this time. The investigation is ongoing. If you have any information concerning the incident, you're asked to call the Lexington Police at 859-258-3600. You can also submit an anonymous tip through the Bluegrass Crime Stoppers at 859-253-2020 or online at www.bluegrasscrimestoppers.com. Well, good news, as yesterday leaders from Georgetown College announced that the institution, which had struggled financially for many years, is finally debt-free. President Rosemary Allen said it almost feels unreal. It feels like a dream come true. It feels both like an immense burden is lifted. It's almost goes without saying that this is a massive step toward Georgetown College when, after a plea for help, the college's long-term debt was eliminated. Allen says it gives us a lot more flexibility than we've had for many years. When you have a firmer financial base, it makes it easier for you to start new programs, to make improvements to campuses that are needed, and all those things that make a college more vibrant. For a number of years, we've kind of been weighed down by the fact that we've had the debt payments and interest payments that we've had to make every year, and that means that has taken money we wanted to invest in our students, and now we can do that. According to Allen, a combination of 46 alumni, trustees, and friends donated $28 million. These donations reportedly bolstered the school's financial base and resulted in the debts being wiped out in less than a year. The lack of debt will allow the college to make way for new academic programs. The donations were led by Robert Wilson and his Pheasant Hill Foundation, contributing $16 million, the largest single gift in the history of the school. Allen said it makes it very grateful for the fact that we have alumni and friends at this college who understand what a college means, and that it's not just a place where you go to get an education. It's a genuine community, and in that community you learn how to be a human being in a much richer way than you can do when you're not inside of a loving and supporting and immensely international community like a college. A celebration for this milestone is set to be held during the college's homecoming in the fall, which will include unveiling a plaque to honor the donors who helped that college. Well, today in Lexington, police department arrested 18-year-old Wilmer Romero in connection with the fatal shooting of 18-year-old Dennis Ruiz Trillo Jr. that occurred last month. On April 4th, police were sent to Carlisle Avenue after receiving reports of gunshots being fired in the area. When officers arrived, they found a male victim, later identified as Ruiz Trillo, as a gunshot wound. The Fayette County Coroner's Office pronounced him dead at the scene. The investigation that followed led to Romero's arrest. Romero is currently lodged in the Fayette County Detention Center on charges of murder, contempt of court, tampering with prisoner monitoring device, trafficking in a controlled substance, and trafficking marijuana. Personal Crimes Section detectives are continuing to investigate. They ask if you have any information concerning the case to please call Lexington Police 859-258-3600. You can also always submit an anonymous tip through the Bluegrass Crime Stoppers 859-253-2020, and you can also go online at www.bluegrasscrimestoppers.com. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got Dawson Roll. He is up next with the Sports Report here, WBON Live at 5.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
When the possibility for severe weather is a threat, it pays to have an expert on your side. Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration want you to know that your home is their top priority. When the storms have left you with more questions than answers, Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration is there to walk you through the process and offer free roof inspections and estimates. From wind and hail, fire and smoke damage, commercial and residential. Trust Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration. Like them on Facebook to learn more.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, Samantha Burford, and Dawson Rule as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
Watch the Real McCoys weekdays at 9:30 a.m. on Heartland.
Family known as the Real McCoys.
Watch Laugh-In on Retro TV Mondays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. and Saturdays at 8.
And at the half, the EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach. It's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with the new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
Well, welcome back to Live at 5. Today on Sports, Dawson Rural previews some big weekend series for baseball teams and looks at EKU softball, the ASUN Conference Tournament game starting at 5:30.
To get things started today after the bad weather has finally passed us, the sports crew hopes to get back on track tonight at the Madison Central softball game against Pulaski County. The field is pretty rough right now, but unless any more changes occur, the game will hopefully still be on for senior night, where our broadcast will start at 5:30. Speaking of softball, the district tournament bracket is out with Madison Central and Model playing Game 1 and Madison Southern and Berea playing Game 2. The winner of these two matchups will face off the following night in the district championship. Beyond that, wet field conditions have canceled Berea's road game at Owsley County tonight. And on to baseball, the teams are still dealing with the same issue from the weather. Baseball games being played tonight so far are only going to be in County Madison Central, as the Indians plan to host Scott County at 7 if the field can be playable. An update to the report yesterday. Trent Noah is now a Kentucky Wildcat. Noah considered Louisville and Tennessee, but it only took him about 24 hours to decide he wanted to stay home to be a Wildcat. Noah was originally committed to South Carolina and wasn't even a recruit under Coach Cal, but Coach Pope is making an effort to bring in more in-state stars like Noah to be future Wildcats. Today kicks off the ASUN softball tournament for Eastern, as at 5:30, the 1-seed Colonels will play the 4th-seed Florida Gulf Coast University. This will hopefully be the first of 3 wins to win the entire conference tournament in the ASUN for Eastern, as getting the 1 seed and double bye gives them the easiest road. Best of luck to the Colonels later today. The Colonels volleyball team has been growing so much over the last few seasons, and you can tell by their wins. And their 2024 fall ASUN schedule released earlier today. The team is set for 8 conference games at home and 8 conference games on the road. EKU will face 5 conference teams twice, in Austin Peay, Bellarmine, Central Arkansas, Lipscomb, and North Alabama. They're also going to play 6 teams once in the ASUN. Florida Gulf Coast, Stetson, Jacksonville, North Florida, Queens, and new conference opponent, West Georgia. With Alumni Coliseum undergoing improvement renovations, next fall's games will be played at the Olympic Sports Training Center on Eastern's campus. Looking over at EKU's baseball team, they're headed to the sunshine and warmth this weekend. They have a 3-game series at third ranked in the conference, Florida Gulf Coast. The Eagles are middle of the road, 23-23, and tied with Stetson and Jacksonville for third in the ASUN. Eastern leads the all-time series, though, 2-1, and the Colonels won that 3-game series last year in Richmond, but they've never got the chance to play down in Florida at Gulf Coast. Best of luck to the team, as first game is set for tomorrow night at 6:30. Another nearby baseball team is also Florida-bound this weekend, as the Kentucky Wildcats, first in the conference, are going to be playing the Florida Gators in an important 3-game series. This will be the last road series of the regular season for the team, as next week they'll have Wright State and Vanderbilt before the SEC tournament starts. Like I said, the Wildcats are currently first in the entire conference by 1 game, so they need a series sweep preferably against the Gators. That's going to be all for today's Sports Report. Hopefully we'll have that softball game for you tonight at 5:30. This is Dawson Rule bringing you Madison County's sports coverage.
Thanks, Dawson, for that sports report. We're going to take another quick break. Right back with more news right here, live at 5.
Richmond has its very own TV station, WBON TV Channel 9, featuring 4 new TV channels of programming. Our primary station, 9.1, is available over the air with an antenna on all area cable systems, Roku, and our live player at WBONTV.com. You'll love the local sports and other local programming, including the only local newscast for the greater Richmond area, live at 5 daily. Find out more at WBONTV.com.
Hey y'all, it's Josh and Greg from Hicks & Funson, Kentucky Lawyers. We are happy to be official sponsors for the Lexington Legends in the 2024 season. I, for one, am happy about the name and mustache coming back. So if life throws you a curveball, hire local injury lawyers. Hire Hicks & Funson. You can find us at the Legends Ballpark this season, online at honestfearless.com, or call 859-777-7000. Go Legends!
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no farther than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
Heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram, or plan your night out at chenaultvineyards.com.
Hi, I'm Haley, one of the owners and managers at Just Love Coffee in Berea. Just Love Coffee is a franchise that was set up as a mission of love to help children get adopted. Just Love Coffee is a full-service restaurant that features artisan coffee creations, plus an all-day food menu that includes golden waffles, delicious sandwiches, and filling craveable wraps. Just Love Coffee, a half mile off exit 76 in Berea, in our newly renovated location at 636 Chestnut Street.
At WBON TV 9, you can count on our weather team to keep you up to date with all the latest developments, watches, and warnings.
We're here for you night and day, 24/7, no matter what the weather brings.
WBON TV 9 and our media partner 100.7 The Coyote are dedicated to you. That's why we say when the weather turns extraordinary, so does our coverage.
Get your forecast each weekday during the Live at 5 newscast on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. The City of Manchester Fire Department responded to a fire in Clay County on Wednesday evening, alerted by the Clay County E911 just before 11:30 p.m. The fire occurred on State Highway 1524 in the Goose Rock and Bright Shade communities, resulting in the complete destruction of a home there. Fortunately, there were no reported injuries. The cause of the fire remains under investigation. Well, we are definitely coming up on summer. Do you have something fun for the kiddos to do? If not, the Richmond Police Department is having a summer camp. Get ready for summer camps. The camp is free. It is for children 11 to 14 years old, and they must have their own transportation to and from the camp. They must be ready to have fun. There's going to be 2 sessions. The first session, June 24th through July 12th. Second session will run July 15th through August the 2nd. Those are both Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. for those camps. The camp time may vary depending on the activity of the day, and you can register now at the Richmond Police Department. Thanks so much for joining us today. It's been a rainy, soggy week, not much sports, but looks like we might get some more tonight. Live on WBON Facebook page and YouTube channel tonight, Madison Central High School football is going to be, softball is going to be hosting Pulaski County for senior night. Dawson Rule will be on the call with the sports crew tonight. And again, that's going to be on our Facebook page as well as our YouTube channel. Have a wonderful night out there. Enjoy the weather. I will be here tomorrow live at 5.